All right, guys. So that is it. VidCon is all done. And, you know, being here for these 4 days, I want to do a vlog about this. And it's interesting to see, because you guys have heard me in some of my other vlogs talk about, you know, technology and talk some, like I've talked about Uber and the whole deal a couple times about Uber trying to get into Nevada and all that issue. And it's just interesting to see. Coming here to VidCon was like the perfect embodiment to see what technology has done so far in our economy, and it gave me just this great glimpse into what the future can be like, or how much it's going to be changing. I mean, coming here at VidCon, like you guys saw in the videos I mean, there's a lot of young kids here, okay? I mean, this is like, just to see the pandemonium that surrounded some of this with some of these people on YouTube here that are just total celebrities to their fans that come out here. I mean, this is like the new Hollywood. I mean, it really is. I mean, just the way these kids come out here and they're going absolutely crazy to see some of their favorite stars, not from TV, but from the internet. And it's just so different, and so the future is going to be just interesting to see how it goes in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years as these kids grow up, because for them, you know, a lot of traditional media outlets they're not even using. And like I said, their favorite stars here, they watch on the internet. They don't watch them on TV. And just the places they get their information from, a lot of them don't go to read the newspaper. You know, they'll hop on Twitter to get news or get information, or just the outlets they're using are so different than just of the past. And I mean, even you see what technology has done. I mean, out here, I saw Uber cars everywhere. You know, we're in front of the hotel. I was talking to the guy out front of the hotel because they have taxis waiting, and then they also have Uber cars dropping people off. A lot of taxis are just sitting there waiting for rides. And I remember talking to the guy at the door. He goes, a young crowd like this, he's like, they don't even take taxis. They just all take Uber. And he's like, the older people, some of them will still go with taxis, but a lot of these younger people, they just go Uber, and the Uber drivers kill it out here. So it's just different to see like what's going to be happening in the future with our economy as these, you know, kids now that are teenagers grow up and they start joining the workforce, because the sharing economy is growing bigger. And a lot of these things are just going to become normal to them. They're already normal to them now as kids, you know, to pull up the Uber app, hop in a car, and use that to go get somewhere. You know, if you're traveling, you go use Airbnb or just staying at some person's extra room in their house. You know, you don't have to go to a hotel. You don't have to call a taxi. You don't have to go a lot of traditional routes. And it was like the perfect embodiment I saw getting in the elevator once here at the hotel with this group of probably 4 girls, about 12, 13 years old. They get in the elevator. And it was the first night here. There was a party to go to that night that I was at, and they were trying to look it up like on their phone. One girl's like trying to talk to Siri on her iPhone. Another girl's trying to look it up, like the address of the place. And another girl's like, okay, just call an Uber driver real quick because we got to get there, because some YouTube person's like, he's going to be there, so we all have to get there. Like, I mean, it was just, they're all fanatical about this YouTube star, and they're using the Uber app to schedule a ride to get to this place. I mean, just the technology that they're using is so different, and it was just so strange to see it all come together at one time. So I know I'm kind of rambling about this, but I wanted to make something just talking about it, because it's just funny to see like the fight with Uber trying to get into Nevada, and you just look at that and you just think that's only the beginning. I mean, in the future, there's probably going to be a lot of people who don't even work that 9-to-5 job that we have today. Tons of people are going to be working as contractors, using their own car to drive people around and make money, using extra rooms in their house to make money. I mean, there's going to be so many other ways where people are probably just going to have like micro jobs or micro careers, and they're not going to work for one company for 40 hours a week or more. That idea is probably going to be going out the window soon. So I just want to touch base on that, because I saw here with this young crowd, and it is like giving me a total glimpse into what the next 5 or 10 years are going to be like, in the amount of change that's going to be coming to our economy. So glad I got to see it. Glad I'm already working in this online space so I can get a first-hand look at this stuff. But just want to share with you guys that we got some big changes coming in our economy, probably in the next decade or so. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm Jacob, and this is My Life in Vegas.